And happy Thanksgiving to you if you celebrate it. We've got natural lighting today. Kind of. I still got a light there. Also, this light that I got, what, maybe 2 months ago, tops, already doesn't really work properly anymore. If I try and put it on anything less than maximum brightness, it's just like, oh, well, that's too complicated for me, I'm turning off. So, spotlight glare it is. I've moved out of his closet into a luxurious somewhere else. Now, this is where I've been the whole time. I just don't have the usual curtains up. The audio might actually be a little worse, but I haven't really streamed in the morning before, and it's a lovely day outside. So, rather than ensconcing myself inside curtains just for the sake of audio quality, I'm just gonna have the sun in here. It'll be nice. It'll be cozy. And how far we've come already. Since I first streamed, that was prime, short sleeve shirt weather still, t-shirt. Now, here I am in my, I don't know, grad student ass sweater vest, because it's cold. Autumn has finally found its way to Texas, only several months late. And it's like 40 degrees outside. Wasn't that on YouTube? I'm not... Yeah, well, that was... If you go way further back, yes. I did the Sandrock streams on YouTube, but that was like a year ago. And I wasn't thinking about that. I was just thinking about my first stream on Twitch, which was only like months ago, I think. Also, hello, Pictrable. Hello, Ziggy Soul. Hello, Simi Cake. Hello, Ralph Bat. And I'll say it again, happy Thanksgiving to everyone who celebrates. We're gonna continue the Morocco game today for at least a little while, in a couple hours, until I'm hungry enough to have some lunch. Let's see. I think this is the latest save we left. It may be a... Hello, Bench Dude. It may be a bit of a slow grind today because we're still at war. We're at war with Rome and Denmark, and we've beaten back Denmark's assault on Marrakesh, but I'm not quite sure where to go from here. I need to define my war goals, really, because I'm concerned that at this point, with the warmongering penalties I already have from having eaten the Ottomans, and with everyone being smushed together here, and at least the people who are already at war with me actively coveting my lands, I don't know. I was only there for the beginning of last stream. Were you trying to avoid war? Yeah, that was the hope. But unfortunately, I immediately found myself in a position where avoiding war meant never making another city. Because the Ottomans settled a Adirn here in the spot I would have picked for a second city. Not the exact tile, but the general spot. And this was already here, and these guys were here. So I was pretty much boxed in from every direction if I was not willing to go to war. So I decided to go to war. And now people don't like me. And 2 of my 3 remaining neighbors covet my lands. So my point is, if we just fight a defensive war and peace out, that's all well and good for the short to medium term. But I have every reason to assume these guys are going to keep declaring war on me repeatedly. So if practical, honestly, my best move at this point might be to just go full Scorched Earth and try and wipe out literally everyone else on this continent. Which is not the kind of game I intended or wanted to play. And it's not a game that I built my early social policies for, and it's not a game that I picked a Civ for. But I'm not playing Civ 4, I'm playing Civ 5. So, I don't know. I don't know. I'd be fine to live and let live if I thought the AI was going to allow me. But I suspect they will not. Not unless I could find some way to wipe out the warmonger penalties, but you can really only do that by liberating cities that other players conquer. And I don't know if that opportunity is going to come up. Like Rome, you'll become an empire through defensive wars only. Maybe. But I don't know if it's practical either, because I'm at a tech disadvantage. Not a massive one, but from playing on the difficulty I'm on, I actually have the same number of techs as Rome, but Denmark's a little ahead of me. And Denmark got to knights before me. Denmark has chivalry, which the knights are not very useful for taking cities, but they're very good at killing off other units. They're high strength and very mobile. And the terrain's kind of a bastard. Like, taking Aarhus would be very difficult because setting up here, it's not easy for me to then move on the city. So it'd be a little harder for me to do what I did to capture these cities, which was to kind of surround them from all sides and then move in it at once and try and siege it down as quickly as possible. That wheezing laugh sounded like it came out of an old cartoon steam engine. Affectionate. Thank you. So, I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna try and mop up these archers, like just clear out the last couple Danish units that are... The other problem with trying to go after Denmark right now is that I have no idea what Rome is doing right now. It seems like they were probably called into the war by Denmark because they didn't already have guys ready to go, whereas Denmark clearly did. But that doesn't mean Rome isn't, 5 or 10 turns from now gonna suddenly roll in with his own army, which is gonna be a problem if I've committed all my forces to trying to take one of Denmark's cities. Because I don't have much way to defend Marrakesh otherwise. So, I don't know. I don't know, but it seems worth investigating if the opportunity is there to take Aarhus. I'm also, I don't have a lot of spare gold or happiness to work with, so just recklessly adding more cities is not going to be good for me. I just need these guys to not retreat and then build an entirely new army and just keep trying to slap me in the face over and over the whole game. That's going to be a problem. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Where did I leave this? Okay, some of my guys do still have moves this turn. Okay, yeah. Let's get on mop-up duty to start with. We'll want to do that either way. It would be pretty cool if I actually killed enough of Denmark's army that he was very okay with piecing out favorably to me, then maybe it's fine. Actually, while we're here... No. Okay. Neither of the war hasn't gone on long enough for either of them to be okay with trying to peace out right now, it would appear. Let's get after that archer. I guess... Move this guy here. Okay, they've got a warrior over there. I think that's, the rest of their guys. I think I killed pretty much everyone else. How's Civ going? It's going okay, considering I got double war declared about 10 turns ago. It could be going a lot worse than it is. I only lost 1 or 2 units, and I've taken out most of Denmark's stuff, but I think he has 1 or 2 knights that got injured but then pulled back and I didn't kill. So he's not, out of units yet, I don't think. See what's going on over here. Okay, he doesn't have guys sitting right here, so that's something. For now, we'll keep our Great General around here. Let's heal the pikemen. I don't want this catapult to be in range of his archers. I think it should be okay here, though, because of the terrain, right? Hills and jungle, yeah. We shouldn't be able to attack it, I don't think. And this archer's almost dead anyway. And this pikeman should be taken care of by my city plus these guys next turn. What was I building again? Right, Mint was to fix my money problems. These guys need to stop working that. I'm not gonna have anything to use this faith on. Well, actually, I can maybe pick up a late religion for some kind of minor benefit. I suppose most of the tiles here kind of suck anyway, so yeah, alright, sure. I guess go ahead and work that. We'll just do that. And Istanbul's rebuilding the caravan I lost, which is going to be important for food and production. And I just unlocked my special tile improvement, I think, right? Okay, that's with chivalry. I'll get that. So I can build that in, I would assume you can lower warmonger penalties by being the one to offer peace or ceasefires. To my understanding, the only thing that actively wipes out existing warmonger penalties is liberating cities that were conquered from their original owners by someone else. Which is entirely dependent on other people conquering cities, and I don't know if that's going to happen or not. There's like a decent chance that, you know, these guys might go to war amongst each other as well at some point. So we might get the chance, but I cannot make that happen. 5 turns. Yeah, it'll be worth having a farm there, so we'll get the worker over there. Accidental warmonger interested in religion. Wow, that's ambitious. That pikeman's taking a swing at Istanbul by himself. He's got big dreams. He's gonna be the little pikeman that could. Let's see. Yeah, go there and finish this guy off. Well, yes, I will take some free XP. Thank you. Let's see. Okay, that archer backed off further than I can... Nope, that's also a hill. God, this is just... It's all rough terrain here. It's really hard to use catapults. That guy's going places, and he's dead. Let's see. Yeah, this catapult cannot really hit anything. Yeah, it's not going to be very easy to chase down this archer, unfortunately. So I guess we just... yeah, let's shoot this pikeman. We have repaired the improvement here. How much do I need to worry about this pikeman attacking me? Doesn't seem like that much since I've got the terrain bonus. Yeah, we'll just finish off the archer so that it doesn't get to sneak away and then, like, upgrade or something. Yeah, shoot pikemen, probably. Yeah. We'll just farm these guys for experience. What do I need to research for crossbowmen? I believe that's machinery? Yeah. This is the next upgrade for composite bowmen. They're a pretty significant power spike. They're like 60% stronger than a composite bowman at range. So they kind of dominate bad. Honestly, they're still good even after like gunpowder units are out because their strength can still compete and the range is really useful tactically. I don't think I'm going to have the money to upgrade my composites anytime this century, though. Alas. Oh, I can get a relationship bonus with Almighty if I give them a trade route. I should probably do that, actually. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. We've shot. I guess there's nothing really else for me to do with this swordsman right now, so I guess I'm fine with just continuing to run him over here. Yeah, let's put him there. Pikeman can continue healing. Catapult, I think I'll keep here to try and bait these guys. We'll just set that up for ranged attack and have it hang out. This catapult, let's... I need to make sure I don't have it in range of that pikeman to attack. So let's just bring the catapult here. And worker there, wait for that tile to be acquired. Oops, can't go any further with the scouts without open borders, which I'm not gonna get. Because they don't like me. They don't like me very much around these. I bring a real conquering my neighbors energy to the party that people don't like. Yeah, there's not much else to do with my workers right now, I don't think. I can clear this jungle and build, like... Actually, that's true. I could build another farm. It's next to a river. Yeah, that's worth doing. Provided he doesn't get shit on by the combat over here. But, yeah. Uh-oh, Roman Knights. Okay, the Romans have actually sent a unit to contribute to this. I don't like these fucking, these Persian units that are swarming around here. They might be precautionary because I've got my guys right up in his business due to this other war that's ongoing, but I nevertheless do not like them anywhere near my stees. Okay. Let's see. I need that composite bowman to not get ganged up on by a bunch of dudes. Let's bring this composite here. Okay. Now, I was going to use this caravan for food, but I actually think... Let's get the relationship bonus with Almighty. Because I might also get a boost from the technology discovery quest that they're doing. And getting them as an ally would be neat. They'd give me whales, which would give me more happiness. Yeah, we're gonna do that for now. Also, this will have my caravan in a spot where it's less liable to get randomly poached in war, like happened to the previous one. Okay, let's see. He took about 30 damage from this warrior. Can he survive getting hit by the warrior and the pikeman both if I damage them down myself this turn? That's what I need to gamble on. Guess I can also spend the promotion to just heal him. And that would pretty much guaranteed keep him safe for a turn. Don't piss me off. I'm about to level up and you look like just enough EXP. Be that way. Alhambra in Copenhagen. What does Alhambra give again? Castle, culture bonus in the city, drill 1 promotion for military units, and 15% combat strength. Well, oh yeah, when fighting. Okay, yeah, that's a good one for units that he builds out of Copenhagen. I'd love to take that someday. But not anytime soon, I don't think. Not with this Roman knight having appeared. Now I actually have a concrete reason to think that Rome may try and fuck with me if I move my whole military over here. So it looks like, flipping the script on this war is probably not going to happen immediately. I need to just aggressively clear out as many of their units as possible. And keep fighting defensively. So we're in for a slow, grindy session, it looks like. Let's... he's still healing. Content, indeed. I suppose I can be content with content. Oh, a hee hee hee. Who is the priority target here? I'd really like to finish off this archer, but I can't get in range. And I can't really get in range of the knight either. The knight can double move, but he still can't get to my catapult, because it's all rough terrain in the way. Sensible chuckle. I think... Yeah, I think we're gonna have to just pull back the swordsman, with this warrior. And hit the warrior with this also. And I can't quite finish it off with this guy, but I can get it very close. And I can't pin this pikeman down, so I don't think it's worth shooting at him right now. Over here... Yeah, I think we have to focus fire this pikeman. Catapults can stay where it is so that it can hit this guy if he moves up into here. This bowman, that cough sounds for real. Oh, yeah, it's not like a sick cough. I just had a little scrunk in my trunk. Yeah, I guess we'll play it safe. We'll just heal this guy. And use production. We've finished our mint. We're finally, with that plus the trade route, we're finally not hemorrhaging money every turn, which is very nice. Let's... I can't sustain any more units right now. I just don't have the money. So... Machu Picchu would be good for money. Artists Guild will get me a bunch more culture per turn, of which I have very little right now. So that'd be pretty good. Caravan is probably the best investment. That's just free money or food in cities for very little production, relatively speaking. So I think we'll build another caravan next. And over here... I I'm not really going, like, great person spec, so I don't have to stack all of my specialists in one city or anything. So I could just build the Artist Guild over here, actually. Oh, actually, I tell a lie. I do have a garden here because I built hanging gardens. So that gives me a bonus to great person generation in this city specifically. So I guess I do want to build the Artists Guild here. Yeah, I think let's actually cancel that caravan. Let's build the Artists Guild here and build another caravan here instead. And this great general is in a fine spot, I think. I think I need him over here more than I need him over here right now, so he can just hang out. And this worker, let's remove the jungle. And this catapult can set up and stay. And let's finish this incomplete farm, I guess. And you're gonna hang out until that's ready, and you're gonna get back on land. I forgot this guy has, like, no health. Vixen VTube notes. I see. Exhaustive record keeping. He really wants to get that bowman. He might just do it. Not quite yet, though. I guess I did go a little deep with that guy. I should have moved him back last turn, probably, instead of shooting.
When pieces of bronze or gold or iron break, the metalsmith welds them together again in the fire, and the bond is established.
Workshops gonna be important. Let's see. Yeah, probably my only way out of this would be clearing out this guy, but I can't actually kill him this turn, unfortunately. So this composite bowman is probably doomed, unfortunately. But that's okay. I can lose a guy. Knights hanging out there. Their archer fucked off somewhere, I guess. Let's see. I think I swapped the pikeman with my swordsman because the pikeman is much stronger against the knight. So let's do that. Actually, yeah, I should probably back up this catapult also. I don't want it to get stuck in a place where I can't protect it from the knight. So, let's shoot this guy, which should kill him. Okay. And then, yeah, we swap a Rooney. Leave the catapult there. This guy can shoot this guy. I guess this composite... I guess I'll move him here so that at least to kill him, they have to move even closer to the rest of my guys. And put themselves in harm's way. And let's move the catapult. No. Moving the catapult doesn't accomplish anything. Oh. An unmet player... Ah. Shaka controls... It's very funny that it'll tell me that it was Shaka Zulu who killed them, but not who it was. Yeah, so it looks like on the other continent, it was Shaka Zulu and 2 other civs, and Shaka Zulu has destroyed both of them. So... This is a problem, because that means there's 4 people sharing this continent, and he is rampaging on his continent with no opposition, effectively. So if I don't get over there and see what's going on, he might just, like, expand, take the whole continent, and be unstoppable by the time I can interact with him. Like, just have too much of a material advantage for me to overcome. See, if everyone on this continent would just lay down their arms and accept my peaceful rule under my banner, then we'd be fine. But you can't expect anything out of ingrates like these, you know? Let's see. Yeah. Yep. Those guys just keep on keeping on. Okay. Probably machinery? No. It's just about, do I need more military units, is the real question. Where can one apply for God of the Universe position? It's less of an application and more just like you gotta hope to get contacted by someone on LinkedIn. It's kind of bullshit, to be honest. I think it seems like I'm relatively stable in this war at my current tech level and spread of units, so... And I can build pikemen now, so I'm no longer afraid of getting run over by knights. So I don't think we need crossbowmen. I won't be able to upgrade anything. I'd have to build whole new ones anyway. So I think we're gonna try and beeline to education and get on technology. Okay, that knight's just leaving. Love to see it. Oh, bomb. Okay. I don't think I can kill this pikeman still, which is sad. Okay. Yeah, we shoot. Move up here. This scout will die if it goes anywhere near Copenhagen, so I guess it's just gonna hang out for now. It can't really do anything useful. Anyway, honestly, I could just delete this to save on unit maintenance. I'm not gonna have... What do I need to embark? Astronomy? Yeah, I don't think I'm not gonna have that anytime really soon, so he's not gonna be able to embark and enter deep ocean to go look for the other continent yet. I think I'm just gonna kill this guy. I built him because I thought maybe this continent continued further this way, and it doesn't. And I would have seen units of Shakas or the other civs by now if this were some kind of weirdly shaped Pangea that was like a crescent moon or something, that they would have made it down from past Rome. So I'm pretty confident this is a continents game, and I've seen pretty much everything of this continent except for a little bit further over here. So, yeah, I think... die. Okay. Let's finish healing these guys this turn. Yeah, bring the composite over there. This Persian warrior doing its best Danish scout impression in terms of just existing in the way of what I'm trying to do. Wow, very game industry of you. Indeed. Look, I can always hire more scouts fresh out of college and burn them out and rotate them through every, 2 years. You can't move anywhere helpful, so you just stay. Catapults. I guess I don't want to get that stuck in jungle, so we're gonna start moving that back. Okay, he finished. Wait, what? Did he finish the farm? Why does that? Oh, that's desert. Oh, okay, that makes sense. That's why that tile still fucking sucks. That's okay. I can't build Casbah yet, so go over here to build a farm, I guess. And this catapult can just hang out here. Any tiles I don't want to work in favor of working my market? I don't think so. This looks pretty good to me. Yeah. Okay. It just wasn't built for Scout Crunch. I know. This generation just doesn't know how good they have it, you know? They expect everything to be handed to them. Okay. This composite's gonna need to back off. This one can shoot this pikeman again. Yeah, you go here. These guys are gonna come through. Do I want to walk this through the jungle? I guess so, yeah. That knight's still hanging around. I'm kind of... I mean, if he's gonna be hanging around, I guess I do keep my catapult out here as a delicious snack that might catch his eye and set his heart aflutter. This catapult... Oh! This catapult can actually hit him. Neat. Perish. It's cause it's on a hill now, right? That makes it overcome the terrain obstacles. Okay. Great General. What a great general. Great General, you can... Yeah, you can go there. Pikemen, you fortify. You build a farm. Okay. Yes. I do still need your money. That's a good sign. If he's bothering to renew that deal, it means it's a little less likely that he's about to declare war on me. Probably. Not guaranteed, but most likely the case. Okay, start healing that guy. Yeah. I don't think there's much I can do about, like, to try and take shit over here. He's got pikemen roaming around, he can build knights, so it's gonna be nearly impossible for me to just swarm Arhus with ranged units the way I took these two cities. Because the Ottomans had almost no military. And I don't want to go this way and try and fuck with Rome. So, probably we're at a stalemate for now. Crossbowmen and trebuchets would be pretty rad if I could get those stood up. That would make it a little more practical for me to try and do shit, but education still the most important next thing to do, I think. Just like in real life. Probably workshops now, right? Yeah, surely workshops. Adiran has, like, no good tiles to work anyway, so I don't think I need to keep, like, sending them food, really. Can you rush gunpowder? Well, rush. I don't think you can really call it a rush at this point, but from here, I could. I mean, I could go, yeah, physics steel gunpowder. And try and, you know, build trebuchets and then just build musketmen as my melees, and that would be okay. I mean, musketmen would certainly trade favorably into pikemen. They'd be okay against knights. But the reality is the terrain here is really unfavorable for approaching Arhus. As soon as, you know, like, my units, all the units have to walk through rough terrain to get in range of it, and then as soon as they're in melee of it, now they're in open terrain, which means they can get savaged by knights, and they have no cover bonus against the city attacks, so Arhus is very defensible. Annoyingly so. And on top of that, I'm brushing up against how many things I can sustain just off of happiness, and they do have these spices now. If they improve the spices here, then Arhus at least would give me spices, so it would give me back 4 happiness if I took that. But I'm kind of extended to my limit right now, I think. I may need to just hold off this war and then, you know, keep investing in more production, research, food, and try and get these 3 cities as good as they can be for a little while to catch up on the AI's initial advantage. If these were my only opponents, I'd feel pretty confident about that. I'm pretty worried about Shaka off on his other continent having already killed his opposition. I can't believe it put 5 civs on this continent and 3 on the other. I guess I can believe it because I changed it to a non-standard number of civs in the game, but I'm annoyed by it. Tell you what. Let's... I'm gonna keep my units out there. Nope. Still doesn't want to talk about peace. Alright. I'm just gonna keep my units out here and try and kill as much of his shit as I can to make sure it stays away from my shit and possibly coax him into a favorable peace agreement. I think that's the best I can do right now. So we'll keep healing this guy. I need to make sure this guy doesn't wander so far forward. You're so right, my lord. The city is very defendable, truly a conundrum. But also consider this. What if you were the one defending it? That would have certain advantages, it's true. Arhus is a pretty good city in terms of what it is near. At least it's a good city if it's not having to share this wheat with the other guys. I could still put a 4th city of my own in this area, as I was considering last stream. That might be worthwhile. But I've got furs now from Istanbul, so it doesn't have any new luxuries, which means it's a pretty hard sell in terms of how badly it will tank my happiness. So I think for now, we have to just kind of hang out. Let's see. Yeah. Shoot him. These guys, I think, need to stay over here. Well, the pikeman, at least, needs to stay over here until I have any idea what that fucking knight is up to. So, we'll leave those guys for now. I have a new caravan. I'm not sure what I want to do with this one. I don't want food in Adirn, because Adirn kind of sucks right now. Until it takes some better tiles that I can build, like, mines on, or get some specialist slots. More population doesn't really do much for me there. Just putting more population in Marrakesh is probably my best bet, especially if they're going to have a bunch of specialists. But if I... well... yeah, okay, I guess as long as I've got military along here, it should be safe enough. So, okay, we'll do food to Marrakesh. I should look up how to pronounce that city name. I'm rightfully concerned that I've been mispronouncing it this entire time, like a fool. Catapult here. Composite bowman, stay there for now, I think. Till I can move my units more as a group. Arhus, ain't that the guy from Warcraft 3? Yeah, I also don't know how to pronounce this either. Or that. Okay, Great General. Stay. 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 Set up and stay. Okay.
Three things are necessary for the salvation of man: to know what he ought to believe, to know what he ought to desire, and to know what he ought to do.
Three things. Education. Artists Guild. Let's see. We're gonna make some artists. We're also gonna make a workshop. Let's see. Yeah, manual specialist control. What can I give up? That tile's nothing to write home about. 3 food, 3 production. I guess we'll do that. Go artist, artist. No food. Yeah, we'll do that. That'll give me another 6 culture per turn, and artists can make golden ages happen, which are always useful, even if you're not doing anything, you know, culture related or anything. Let's do I forward position these guys? Get out of here, man. Stop randomly coming to stand on that hill and be like, ooh, what's going on over here? Oh, and then popping back into Fog of War. I don't like it. It unnerves me. It's indecent. There's not really any point in aggressively positioning around here unless I got both my catapults over here, which is the only way I can even have a prayer of doing anything to that place. I am reluctant. I can't move this pikeman. Under any circumstances, I cannot move this pikeman while this knight exists. I could plausibly move the catapult out of here. We'll see. I may be biting off more than I can chew here. I want the swordsman ahead of the composite bowman, although I don't want either of them really any closer than that. Yeah, okay. I guess swap places this turn. Move up here. Move up here. Hit this guy. This guy's hanging out and healing. Yeah, that guy's just staying there. Nothing is close enough to actually just jump on my worker, right? Because it's all rough terrain. Okay. I want the pikeman here for the sight range of being on the hill. But he needs to be close enough to defend my worker. Great General should not be standing on a tile by himself. So we'll put him here. Okay. It's always very funny when a unit's super low and fights another unit and still does some damage. It's like one pikeman going in and killing 7 dudes by himself. Statue of Zeus was built in a faraway land, I have to assume by Shaka Zulu. Florence has declared war on me. Where the fuck is Florence? No idea. I literally haven't even found it. So, oh, okay. It's back here. I guess they're... Okay, they allied Denmark. That's why. Yeah, that's not going to matter in the slightest. Okay. We finished our stoneworks here. That's pretty nice. That's better. That's more production. Let's... Yeah, I think we go workshop here as well. We just want workshops everywhere. That also gives us a production specialist slot here, which will be nice because the tiles I can work are not good. Let's see. We want to finish off this guy for sure. I guess let's just do that with the catapult. I need to watch out for this situation in general. With the flanking bonus, they can actually do a lot of damage to my composite bowman. Swordsman there. Okay, good. There's no other units immediately in that area. This bowman's healed enough. Let's come and put him here. He can threaten the warrior directly now. Yeah, and then we just, we shoot at this pikeman a bunch. Make sure we can kill him. Not this turn, but next. And I think he and the warrior together will not have enough chutzpah to kill this composite bowman. I hope. We'll see. Yep. Okay, that knight seems to just be moving back and forth between these points repeatedly, rather than doing anything more interesting. Regrettably, I can't improve these sheep right now, because that's gonna put me in range of getting beaten up to fuck. But that'll be a nice tile with a farm on it. Yeah. This all looks okay. Yeah, okay. I'm fine for now. Ooh. I could run in there and snipe that catapult, or not catapult, that caravan with my swordsman, and I would take one... I would take a city hit and a composite bowman hit in response, which might be more than I can survive. But that's a lot of money if I can take that caravan. That's like 100 gold or something. Yeah. Let's Stick on workshop. New York City. Shaka Zulu already conquered his continent. What you been doing with your empire? That's Shaka Zulu. He's going places. Okay, that guy's dead. Yeah, I mean, it looks like I've pretty much wiped out Denmark's entire army. He's probably built some replacement units since this war started, but I've killed, like, 8 guys. So...
He'll die.
Okay, yeah. Now he is willing to negotiate. He hasn't sent me a peace deal on his own initiative yet. But... First of all... Do you want to peace out just for nothing? Because I don't give a shit about fighting you right now. In fact, let's just accept embassies. How about this? Okay. Yeah, get out of the war. Okay, now I don't need to worry about that front. So we'll do this farm, then we can... And that means I don't have to have this pikeman sit over here anymore. I can... bring him... Did I move him? 1, 2... Yeah, it'll probably be faster to bring him this way instead of walking his ass through the jungle, so we'll do this. There's still a Danish archer with, like, 1 hit point somewhere over here, but, on its own, I'm not terribly concerned about that. Okay. So yeah, probably the best thing I could do right now is just to... Wait, why do I have 4 more happiness now? Oh! Right. These guys finished their quest. And I had the most techs, so they have allied me, so they're giving me whales. That's nice. Okay, neat. And they'll give me random military units sometimes. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna... The last thing I'll do this turn is try the swordsman run in and see if it can live, and I'll reload if it doesn't. I am not above such trickery. Here's a little lesson in trickery. This is going down in history. Let's see. Highest of luxuries, whales. I mean, I suppose it's, you know, whale fat for oil and niceties, I guess. Candles and shit. Let's see. Composite. Composite. Catapults can come over here. Swordsman, are you the last unit I need to move this turn? Okay. Honestly, yeah, let's just get March on like as many guys as we can, honestly. That sounds very nice. Even if it would be better on melee units than ranged. Yeah, swordsman. Okay, it looks like he's the only guy left to move, so let's try it. Or does he have to use an action to do that? That would be worth knowing, too. I can't remember how this works. It appears he has to have an action, so it's like pillaging a tile. Okay, so no, that's not gonna work. Shaka Zulu didn't have to reload once! Where's his self-respect? Huh? What? That's not Jewish mother, that's just gangster. Hey, Shaka Zulu! Alright, in that case, I guess the swordsman just hangs out this turn. So,
He'll die.
here's a crazy notion. Surely there's no way, but I'm curious. Would you straight up just give me Arhus to peace out? No. Okay. That would be really funny if I didn't have to take it. He actually, oh, okay. He still thinks he's winning. He's only willing to actually make peace if I give him a bunch. Oh, okay. No, never mind. That is what he's offering. So he's not willing to give me a city. He's willing to give me some GPT and gems. Shaka Zulu has military traditions. I'm a trade empire, ma. Ah, that's what you always say. Where's your trade? Your caravans are just bringing food between your own cities. Maybe I peace out with Denmark for gems and money. 30 turns worth. That's not nothing. What would that let me do? It would let me pull back the military. I wouldn't want to get rid of any of these units, I don't think. I still need them to have defense in case I get war decked later. I could slowly start upgrading them if I invest my money in that. But I wouldn't, like, immediately have much more gold income. Because I can't just outright delete them.
He'll die. Jeg lytter.
It'd be very funny if as part of the peace deal I made him declare war on someone else. But I don't know what that gets me other than it being amusing. I think I'm willing to let this burn a little. Just to see. Because, like, you can see where my guys are now, right? So, like, it might not be impossible. It would hurt me for happiness. Yeah, it would hurt me for happiness. I would have to get a worker up there to improve this spices ASAP to undo some of that. But it is a pretty good city location, other than, unfortunately, while it's very defensible from me, it's not very defensible from the other direction. So I would still have to be pretty worried about my borders in that direction. It would mean later on I'd have a very good staging position to then try and take the rest of Denmark. I don't know. I just don't know. I could also just raise it. I don't have to take it. I could just try and, like, destroy Denmark. Like, maybe destroy Aarhus. Take Copenhagen, because it's got wonders in it, I'm pretty sure.
He'll die.
Oh, that's right. I can't actually look at it, but... What wonders has he built? Alhambra, Colossus, Stonehenge. Yeah, I don't know for sure that they're all in Copenhagen, but they most likely are. So, like, Copenhagen itself is worth a lot. I would definitely want to take that, but I could raise Aarhus rather than keeping it and just, like, settle my own city in that area. I get the warmonger penalty either way, though, and that's a lot of population, so that's probably not worth doing. Between the yeah, no. I can't sustain. I can't sustain taking the city, but if he's not willing to offer me anything other than 30 turns of like 3 gold and a single luxury, I don't think there's any reason to peace out yet. I might as well just stay here and keep farming his units for experience. And maybe eventually he will be willing to give me the city. So yeah, I think we're just gonna hang out, heal these guys, get the catapults in position so we can at least have the option on the table of trying to take Arhus. Arhus in the middle of the street. I wonder if that's what that means. Probably not. But there are random, you know, of all the languages English is a bastard child of, there are some Scandinavian influences, so it's not impossible. Arhus in the middle of the plains. It's got jungle right here, and that's lame. I can't set my catapults on it because they'll get ground to dust and grit. Okay. Pikemen, cross over to there. I can't move this guy anywhere without him being directly in the attack range of the cities, so... yeah, no. These guys just hang out. For this turn, anyway. Oop. An unknown civ founded Protestantism. Probably Shaka? There's 2 other civs. I think one of the civs has been completely eliminated. One just lost its capital. They might still be in the game. So it might not be Shaka, but like it's probably Shaka. I might get a profit next turn. I can found a shitty last-minute religion just to get a little something. Some inconsequential bonus. It'll also make Wellington like me, though, because they want me to make a great profit. Shakaberg! Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know what's going on over there, but there's a good chance he's going to be the final boss of this game. I guess let's actually, yeah, let's do this. Move catapult. Move the man. Yeah, there's not much other land to improve right now. I guess he can just go down here. Do some stuff. But it doesn't really matter. Nothing really matters. I guess we'll get the pikemen over here. If I roll up my guys on Arhus, it might also get him to offer me more favorable surrender terms. So we'll try that. We'll see if that gets us anywhere. Okay, so he's offering me the same thing he offered me before. Gems. I don't need your fucking... Well, actually, the horses would let me make knights. But, nah. Knights aren't useful against cities, and I'm surrounded by rough terrain everywhere, so they're not even especially effective at fighting units on this map. I don't need the horses, man. Look, if you really want peace, give me gems. Give me, instead of 7 horses, I think the AI treats horses... strategics as being worth about 1 GPT each. So if you make that 10 GPT instead, but I don't remember if it actually lets me modify the terms when he... Oh. Alright. Fucking asshole. Never mind. Oh, Almighty gave me a unit, though, so that's something. Swordsman, hooray.
He'll die.
Just give me all your gold, man. I don't care about the rest. Okay. How much trouble am I in? I mean... Pikemen I've already been dealing with. Warriors are just warriors. Mainly, the source of my trouble is less about that and more just that I'm kind of out of position here. But he can't take Marrakesh before I get back in position. Not even a little bit possible. The worst he's gonna do is pillage my improvements here, which is gonna be annoying, but like... I'll live. Speaking of... Let's, instead of working this for production, let's do this for production. Get some great engineer points. Okay. Do I need to, like, panic make walls? I mean, he has no siege weapons lined up. This really doesn't actually look like an immediate problem unless he's got more shit that I haven't seen. But I haven't noticed him moving any, like, knights or siege weapons around as he's been dancing his guys in and out of my shit. Why did you bother trading me gold for furs, man? What was the point? You know, this could be pretty good, actually. 'Cause Persepolis is a bit easier of a target, because I can amass my guys 3 tiles away in rough terrain and then get on him. Rome and Denmark peaced me recently enough. Okay, peace treaties don't last as long as I thought they did, but they last a decent amount of time. Yeah. If I was gonna take a city, taking Persepolis is almost certainly better than taking Aarhus. What luxuries does this have? This has spices and dye, and I don't have either of those, so it's also worth 8 happiness immediately, which will mostly cancel out the unhappiness from capturing it. Yeah. I think meat's back on the menu, boys. Which might be a little cocky of me, but... right now, I don't have any reason to be worried about this guy, I don't think. It's annoying that he immediately took one of my workers, but my workers have kind of been mostly sitting around with their thumbs up their asses anyway. So I can't say I'm too broken up about it. Alright, where are we moving, guys? Pikemen should head back over here. Catapults. Catapults. Some of my guys probably should be going through the jungle, because otherwise they're gonna get stuck here. I'm not gonna be able to get enough through, so let's see. Yeah, composite, swordsman, composite. Yeah, catapult, hangout. Composite, general, composite. And... do I need to build anything else in Mark? I don't really want to build more composites because I'm really close to getting machinery. I'd rather just build crossbowmen after researching them. I could build another pikeman. I don't have very many melee units. I wonder if I'm gonna hear the at peace background music ever again in this run. Let's build a settler. Yeah, there's really... Cattle, horses, sheep... Stables is actually worth 3 production. It'll be worth 4 once I get that guy. That's actually... That might be worth just detouring to. Literally just for the tile production bonuses, not even for the mounted unit build time bonus. I think in the circumstances, I probably should build a unit. Yeah, let's, yeah, okay. We'll build a pikeman here. They're not gonna be obsolete as soon as the other things I can build. Yeah. We'll do that. No! Actually, that's totally fine. What city was that in? I guess it has to be that one? I don't think he's near deserts in any of his other cities. I mean, he's got a lot of units, but some of these are like, you know, that's a caravan, that's a scout, that's a worker, so his military units... Yeah, I mean, he's got a similar loadout to me. He's got pikemen and composite bowmen, but these shitty warriors are not gonna do anything for trying to take this city, I don't think. And the terrain means he can only attack it with 1 unit a turn. Let's see. Yeah, let's get this guy onto the city, which I should have done before that range attack, because that gives me more range attack strength. Let's do that. I don't want to let him move units across here. I need to maintain control of this choke point. Actually, then... Let's do this. Let's put the pikeman there, composite bowman here. I think I need to back up this way. It looks like I can't really... He's got too many guys here for me to just punch west through his lines. So... Yeah, okay. We'll do... Let's do... Swordsman... Here... Are those hills? Yeah, okay. Swordsman there. Composite bowman there. Composite bowman... Here... Great General, back up to there. Composite Bowman, back up to here. Catapults. You know what? Sure. Park a catapult there, and move this one here. Oh, I forgot about this swordsman, actually. In that... Yeah, in that case, yeah, catapult there, swordsman here. And these guys can just chill. No, just build a farm or something. I wanted to check. Where is desert tile around? Yeah, okay, so Petra must be here, because that's the only desert tile near any of his stuff. I had a vague hope of maybe one day building that here, but it was never a very realistic one, so it's not a big deal. Okay, I've got my workshops. This is good. Let's... do I want... let's do that. And then... I could do... it might be complacent of me, but I don't think I need to build more military units here right now. Let's either build... I think we either build a market, because I'm still kind of gold constrained, or we build barracks, so we can try and get barracks in every city, and then build the heroic epic here, which would give me 15% melee strength on all the units I ever build out of here. Which, given that it seems like I'm gonna have to go military in this game, because everyone wants me dead, would be pretty good. Yeah, I think we'll go for that. Okay, I got a great profit. So I'm friends with Wellington now. There's not really any way for me to win this culture quest, unfortunately. Yeah, let's found the last religion that's available, because there's nothing else to do with a great profit. What's left? Buddhism, Catholicism have been founded. Protestantism. Let's found, you know, we've got 2 variants of Christianity and Buddhism. I think it's funniest if literally 3 out of 4 religions are just different flavors of Christianity and we're all at war with each other. So let's be Eastern Orthodoxy. What's left? I'm probably not, like... I'm not gonna... I don't have much faith generation, so, like, I'm not gonna get much out of this. So I really want to just go for beliefs that, like, are good without much investment, instead of ones that require investment to give bigger dividends. Yeah, most of the good stuff has been taken, unsurprisingly. That's not too bad. Oh, guruship is very easy. It's just +2 production, basically. Everywhere is going to have a specialist. I could get one of the buildings, but those require faith to build, so it's going to be pretty slow for me to actually get that. This would be great if I weren't going to be at war all the time, which I am, probably. I'm not gonna have... I think I actually did get a wonder, right? I think I got Oracle somehow. Oh, and Hanging Gardens, right, yeah. So, but the faith... reinvesting into faith doesn't make sense. Just food from shrines and temples is also quite nice and simple. But shrines and temples are mainly for generating faith, and they cost gold, so I'm not super keen on building them. Any war buffs? No. Denmark took the one that's like... Yeah, Denmark took all the war religion stuff, which is not that surprising. So I think gardens provide happiness is not terrible. I think I might just take 2 production if city has a specialist, because that requires like nothing. 1 missionary gets me... Actually, sorry, how much do missionaries cost? Right now. Yeah, I have to found the religion to find out. I think it starts at 200. Maybe then, actually, I do just want monasteries. That's the only one of those left. They are not one of the better ones. There's one that gives culture and happiness. Yeah, this is what happens when you get to religion last. I guess let's just fucking... Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go with this. As compared, this requires me to build shrines and temples and spread the religion to my cities. This only requires me to spread the religion. So, yeah, I think we'll just do that, and I might just take this, because I'm not going to be able to keep a large number of followers. So, yeah, and this would be neat if I actually were going in on city-state stuff, but I'm probably not, so I think we just take this and just get a little bit of gold out of it. That's worth more than nothing. Okay, and now, well, okay, so now I do still want the faith so that I can make missionaries, right? Missionaries, which cost 200 faith. Ugh. I mean, I guess eventually that pays off. Yeah, the tiles here suck anyway, so I'll just keep working that natural wonder for now. Okay, what's going on with this war situation? Let's see. This guy is potentially in a position to get flanked, by several men, which is not ideal. But I can shoot the shit out of this guy. Their bowman shot my bowman on this most recent turn. So if I leave this bowman here, probably they're gonna just try and finish it off. So I think what we'll do is we'll shoot you with my guy who is further away and safer. And... do I focus fire the pikemen? I can do a little more damage to this composite bowman. Yeah, I think I want to take out their ranged units, because I can't, like, control them as easily. This guy, I think, backs off to here or something. He's standing... yeah, he's standing on a hill, okay. So... yeah, I think this guy just backs off. I'll move the Great General. The catapult can stay where it is, I think. Swordsman, just fortify, get a little health back. Okay. So, what I really want... what I really want. I want a hut, I want a hut, I want a hut, I want a hut, I want a really something. Let's shoot this pikeman. Let's go ahead and finish off this warrior first with catapults. I don't think there's any reason to advance my swordsman here because this tile can get hit by lots more stuff, whereas right now they're really heavily bottlenecked trying to attack Marrakesh directly. So I think we just let that be a meat grinder. Just kill their guys as they come through. In which case, maybe I want to... Yeah, let's go... no, I can't put the catapult there. Yeah, no, I do need the pikemen there so that they can't cross the river. Damn, I would love to move the pikemen up here to help out with this front. Yeah, I can do that next turn, because I'll have a new pikeman here. So, actually, I guess the catapult just stays there for this turn. Okay. You stay there. Or I guess, actually, you... Well, yeah, whatever. You stay there. Farm. Okay. Next coin. Don't think they can kill my swordsman this turn, but he's gonna need to get out of there. Yeah, they are not gonna make any progress damaging down Marrakesh. Wait, what? Okay, so first of all, it appears that indeed Shaka has entirely killed off the other civs on his continent because they're not listed here. I'm surprised. I guess he's low on this because he probably has many cities because he's like conquered all the other cities the other civs made, and so his cities are worse. That's about the only thing I can hope, is that he goes way too wide and makes a bunch of bad cities over there and just like doesn't actually, you know, get good values out of it. Got education. I think we have to go machinery now. I need crossbowmen more than anything else. Being able to upgrade these composites would make a big, big difference. The fuck is this guy doing over here? Alright. That's a little annoying. Okay. Marrakesh. Yeah, shoot this guy. Catapults. Ooh, yeah. Bonus strength versus cities is definitely what you want on the siege weapons. And, yeah, we'll go March. He doesn't need it at this exact moment, but that'll be good in a second. Okay. High EXP units, yeah. My guys have been through a lot. I think I'm just gonna have to put up with the fact that this warrior is going to slap me around a little. I've got March, so hopefully it'll be okay in the long run. Okay, this pikeman just spawned in, so now we can go... Is there any reason to storm across the river and finish this guy off? He'll take 2 melee attacks and a ranged attack. Actually, it could be 2 ranged attacks, right? Yeah, no, he might just die. So no, we just sit on the choke point. So what we're gonna do though is we're gonna, okay, shoot this man. hopefully kill this man. Finish him off, please. Okay. Swordsman, back off. So he can only be shot by this guy, which isn't going to do enough damage to kill him. And then... this pikeman... yeah, okay, so we bring the catapult back. Get the pikemen start rotating in there. This guy, just shoot the warrior. And then this pikeman will hang out here and fortify. Yeah. This is looking pretty good. We'll just play rope-a-dope for a little bit. Let him lose a bunch of units attacking Marrakesh for no damage, and then we'll slowly roll up the counterattack. Okay. Honestly, I might try and build Machu Picchu. For 5 gold, which will be more with the market. 25% gold from city connections, which is 23, so I'd get like another 4. So that'd be like plus 10 or 11 gold per turn. That's pretty good. And I can't make Heroic Epic until my other barracks is oh wait, what the fuck am I talking about? I need to build a university first. That's easily the most important thing I can do. I might even put this barracks on hold until I've built one here. Yeah. That, we'll finish the workshop here first. Catapulto. Yeah, set up for ranged attack. Wish that was a hill, but, you know, we take what we can get. Ow. Wait, what? Why do you get to move again? You have a promotion? Were you promoted from a scout or something? Not that I can see. Am I stupid? Was that guy already next to me? I thought he just moved through woods. Maybe I'm just dumb and I wasn't paying attention to how the units were spaced. Alright, well, yeah, I can't get rationalism yet, so we're just gonna get, wagon trains for money. What am I at right now? Plus 14? Let's see how much this adds. 8? Yeah, that's not bad. I'll spend a social policy on that. Considering where I was for money a while back. Okay. I lost the swordsman, but he is going to lose that pikeman in return. His warriors have, once again, the AI with big dreams over here. Actually, I do need to be a little careful. That caravan is potentially in range of getting dumpstered if I just let those guys hang out on the road. So, actually, I may need to engage them somewhat. Okay. What do we want to do here? I see. This light is, just not gonna work anymore, huh? When I hit the power button, it goes weep, and then immediately turns off again. Hang on. Nope. Well, that's kind of sucks. I bought this thing, like, 2 months ago, tops? Wow, piece of shit. Hang on. This is very important that the people know. Sensine brand ring light. Don't buy it. I would like to chuck it behind me for dramatic effect, but I think I'll regret that later if it turns out there's any way to get this thing working again. So, we'll put it back for now. But, yeah, no. Bad choice of brand, apparently. Whoops. So you're just gonna get underlit Aram for the rest of this stream, it looks like. I mean, I can turn on this desk lamp back here. It's not gonna illuminate like the same way. How does this look? Now streaming to you from the surface of the sun. No, we're not gonna do that. Nope. We're just gonna have a badly lit stream for a little bit. I wonder, does this help at all if I put this? Oh, that one. Yeah, whatever. I don't care that. I don't care enough. Yeah, we're just gonna be badly lit Aram for a little while. Okay. Yeah. Shoot this composite bowman. You look fine. Yeah, I mean, it's just not really how you'd want to light yourself if you're gonna be on a camera with the only light coming from there, no light coming forward. Actually, hang on. I think I can do. It's a little scuffed, but I have a thing that'll help at least a little bit. If we do this, how does that look? That barely makes any difference, but it does a little something. Okay. I have put my other monitor on and maximized a notepad document so that it's the whole screen is white. So it's generating some amount of illumination down onto me. Okay. That's so jank. It kind of works okay though. This is what I did sometimes before I had any other lighting that was like designed to make this scenario work. All right, let's see. Priorities. This guy can only move. It did improve, so I can't say it's bad, but like, I getcha. I getcha. I know what you mean. If you ask me, know I'm saying, I'd say, I know I was saying. Damn. I want to kill this guy and shoot at this guy, and I don't think I can quite manage it. Actually, oh, I guess I can 1, 2, 3 shoot him. Yeah, because the catapults can probably, well, maybe they can finish off this guy. I guess let's see. No, doesn't look like it. Alright, I guess I can just let this guy, like, suicide himself. Because I want to make sure, if at all possible, that this caravan doesn't get plundered. So I think what we're gonna do... Hello, my liege. Hello, Oz. I think what we're gonna do... This guy... May as well just do that. Yeah, we... Approximate damage inflicted, 28. He's got 70, so that'd put him to about 42. Approximate damage inflicted, 46. So that should most likely kill. Okay. Yeah, because that guy is not going to be any useful for anything else. Alright, so shoot him. Kill him! Kill him! Let's see. Now you... go over here. Please kill. Okay. Good. So now... Yeah, this guy is probably less likely to be able to do... That's the best I can do, because there's no way I can kill this guy this turn, so... That's the most I can do to try and ensure that my trade route doesn't get plundered. You finish off this guy. Oh, I got a second Great General. That doesn't matter very much, but it's not nothing. They do have a funny ability they can use to steal terrain from an enemy. So I may have a use for him. This guy, keep moving back. This guy, shoot this guy. Great General is in range of everyone who matters, I think, pretty much. Defensive war mods. Mods! Steal this guy's workers! Look, I am innocent in all of this. Everything I have done for my people. Okay. They finished a workshop, they should also build a university. Look, I build workshops and universities so that my people have nice things.
Det er en fin aftale. Selv en simpel tigger vil være enig.
Yeah. Sure. I don't know. This is probably fake friendly, where he's gonna attack me again later after our peace treaty is up. But in the meantime, I'm happy to trade away my extra silver for money. Yeah, the Ottomans settled this city, and my path was laid out before me in blood. You might ask where the Ottomans went. I sent them to a farm once. Forts also do damage. Yeah, citadels. Yeah, no, they have some value. Tactical value. Tactical espionage action. Ooh, okay, great artist. Since I actually have a great work slot, I will make my first one do a great work for the permanent culture bonus. Future ones are probably gonna just start Golden Ages. They have lots of funny big hats there, don't worry. Yeah, no. Everyone knows, you wear a hat like that, you're kind of just asking for it, whatever happens to you. Okay, the warrior went this way instead of going for the caravan, which is fortunate. Fortunate indeed. Okay. So now we gang up on Mr. Pikeman, I'm pretty sure. I can't move into Denmark's territory, because we're not at war anymore, and we don't have open borders. But... Okay. 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 Alright. Okay. Alright. We can start making our way back across the river now, it looks like. So let's go these guys across. Now we can afford to put the catapult here, because it's not being threatened from across the river. Let's shoot these guys. Man, yeah, let's bully this pikeman. He's in range of Great General, right? Yeah, okay. Do I shoot him, or do I just back this composite up and put my pikeman here? I think, let's... Is that a hill? Yeah. Let's back this guy up for now, and I'll put my pikeman here. And my catapults can stay here for now, I think. Okay, this bowman has finished his important mission. Actually, let's put him up here. He's on the fort. He doesn't have much to worry about from this warrior pikeman situation. Yeah. Okay, that looks fine. Do I have what I need to take Persepolis after I eventually clear out this army? Machinery physics gets me crossbowmen and trebuchets. That's most of the job done already. Yeah, I think I'll wait for that rather than considering building any other units right now. He built Notre Dame also. He's building a lot more wonders than I would have expected out of Denmark. I guess he didn't go military. He went piety aesthetics. Yeah. I must have his stuff eventually, I think. But we do Persepolis first, or we go for it. Not a done deal.
Det er en fin aftale. Selv en simpel
And
tigger
a
vil
declaration of friendship. I guess? Because I'm not gonna be at war with him again really soon. I think, what does this last? 30 turns? 50? It's a while. I think I'm okay with that. And that means if he is fake friending me, he's going to take massive diplomatic penalties of his own with people for backstabbing me if he declares war on me while we have a declaration of friendship. So, just as a deterrence, that's pretty useful. He's sending me trade routes, too. Trade routes that are virtually worthless to me, but neat. Okay, Declaration of Friendship is indeed 50 turns. Yeah, I mean, that gives me time to hopefully eat Persepolis. Yeah. If I could take Persepolis, then I've cut the continent in half. My border is complicated and weird at that point, but... Have roads to his cities. That'll do some... Well, that's not going to help if we go to war, because once you're at war with someone, their roads don't work for you anymore. If I remember correctly, unless I'm mixing this up with a different 4X game where that's the case, but, yeah, that'll have... Bro, what? I know, it's like... What's the physical science behind this? But I believe that is the case. If you are in enemy territory, you do not benefit from their roads. You cannot zip down them the way you can zip down roads in friendly or neutral territory. Yeah, the roads have eyes. They know. They know who you are and what you've done. Okay, let's finish off this warrior. And then, shoot pikemen. And pikemen over pikemen. Yeah. Big Road is watching. Okay, so that cleared up this little flanking maneuver. Let's finish this pikeman. And now we can actually start positioning a little more aggressively. Let's see. Oh, I need to... yeah, these farms don't even matter right now, right? Like, I'm not even using them. Yeah, okay. You don't need to bother finishing that farm right now. I need to get a worker back over there to repair this shit. In fact, let's get both the workers over there, since I lost my one that was in this area to begin with. And we are going to... I think we position this pikeman forward. Try and trap this guy. Yeah, move that guy up. We can put the catapults like so. Looks good. And I actually have trade routes that I can productively use for this now. Because I don't know if I care about food to adorn right now. Why are you working 1 food instead of 3 production? Get out of here. Or do I actually 1 food or specialist? Specialist? Hang on. That gives me 16. Fuck, stop. 19.8. That's his lunch. Yeah, okay. We're gonna do that. Oh, they stopped working this. I see, I see. Okay, yeah. We'll do that. We'll keep working this, because it slowly will give me missionaries that do give me something. Yeah, until I have more specialist buildings, population... Wait, oh, I'm fucking stupid. This exists now. Yeah, get off of that. Get onto that. Yeah, do I send them food? Love the hex grid. Scratches my brain well. Yeah, I do love a good hex grid. I mean, until the happy day comes that they manage to claim this wheat tile, there's not a lot they can do to have more food. I guess I could just buy it. How much does that cost? At least 65 and then... Or, yeah, at least 65 and then something else. I guess that might actually be worth it. Yeah, and then I can put a farm there. Okay, okay. Actually, no. All right, I've convinced myself. We'll keep sending them food. We'll let them grow a little more. Okay. And that means I'm gonna want one of these workers to do shit over here. Okay. Yeah. And you hang out. And you... Okay. Has Oz seen the 2D view? I assume you mean like the strategic view. I can show you that in a second. My city converted. Oh no, that's like strictly better for me than not having a religion. Yeah, what are, hang on. So Catholicism, you say. World religions. What do you do, Catholicism? What do you even do? Catholicism. Use faith to purchase cathedrals. Which I think are one faith, one culture, one happiness or something. I wish it didn't just cut it off. Increased range combat strength. Ooh, that means all of Denmark cities have that. I'll have to remember that. Combat strength near enemy cities that follow the same religion or a different one. Something. I don't know. +2 faith for each foreign city. Temples provide 2 happiness in cities with 5 followers. Use faith to purchase. That's only for him, though, I think, right? Yeah, I can't buy units with faith, but you can. Hang on. Cathedrals. Why can I not buy a cathedral here? Oh, okay, I can. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, having his religion is strictly better for me than not having a religion, so that's totally fine. Great writer. Yeah, there's no more slots for great writing, so we're just gonna take a blob of culture. Oh, that actually steals me that quest off the city-state. That's hilarious. So I'm about to be allies with Wellington, it would appear. That's quite good. This guy desperately needs to heal, so we're going to bring him back. He's also got a promotion I need to spend. Rough terrain, bonus versus mounted. I guess I'll go medic. I don't have a medic unit yet. Having one is pretty useful. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Shoot this man in the face. Medic! And, probably also shoot that man in the face. Get some delicious XPs. Let's see. Swordsman. Move the Great General up. We can move 1 catapult across. Let's see. So one of these workers needs to go and start fixing my shit over there. One of them, I can just move on to this wheat, and then next turn I'll... Well, there's really no reason to wait, is there? Let's just go bip, boop. There. Yeah. Yeah, that helps a lot. Okay. See, this wheat is why if I had founded this city, I would have probably put it on this hill or just directly on the stone so that it could get the wheat in a timely fashion. But they put it here as a funny joke so that the thing that would help it grow the most was far, far away and required 100-some gold to acquire. Okay, yeah. You stay here. That catapult needs to wait for that space to be free. Well, he can wait on the city. And it looks like this guy doesn't need to camp out on this fort anymore for the moment, so we'll bring him along. And this pikeman, I don't actually want that fight right now, so we'll just fortify him here. He's just there to be an obstacle. Yeah, Wellington's on board. He's given me food. I'm no longer at a peace treaty with Rome, which doesn't make me happy, but it is what it is. Bah. Finished a university. Love to see it. Oh, all right. I've been tickling it for so long. We'll try Machu Picchu for content. Let's save. Hydrate yourself, if you insist. Ugh. Bah. Okay. Let's see. Sip, sip, sip. That was more just one big gulp. Yeah. We'll try the Machu Picchu. It'll be funny. Catapult. This guy needs to heal. This guy can, do I want to bring him this way or around here? A slightly weird position with my melee units over here and all my ranged units over here, but yeah, I think we'll just bring him like this. Build a farm here. And this worker will come this way, and this pikeman we'll move here and get ready to heal. Can I move this catapult here? Is that a terrible idea? It might be. Ah, okay. So he's only got the one ranged unit. Let's... Is that a hill? It is. Lovely. Okay. Put this catapult up here. This guy here. Fortify. Hang out. And I guess I do want to bring these guys rushing in then. I don't know what's over here. There's one composite up here, and that's it. Okay, that's not too bad. Maybe moving in a little prematurely here, but if I can kill his other composites, then he doesn't have much left to defend Persepolis. So we'll see what we can get done.
Det er en fin aftale. Selv en simpel tigger vil være enig.
Yeah, that's fine. That's of no immediate consequence. Oh, the time has come to end this war, has it? In fairness, he's willing to give me 4 luxuries, all his strategics, and 9 gold per turn. He knows what's coming. But I want your capital, buddy. I'm pretty sure I want your capital. It'd be funny if Shaka Zulu beat me to it. Yeah. Okay, well, knowing that he's willing to give me that shit, is useful, but I don't think it behooves me to take that deal right now. Oh, is the city... Oh, the city... Wellington's actually just straight up attacking him. Wow. Don't see that very often. Okay. That composite bowman just left, it looks like. So... what do we want to do here? 1, 2, 3. I actually can move this composite even further in without being in range of Persepolis. But only if I am, like, killing off this pikeman first. This warrior really wants my catapult's dick right now. Let's see. Marrakesh, get in there. Get in there, Mr. Worker. Start fixing my shit. Yeah, so he... Actually, yeah, it might not be the cat. I think he just wants to flank the shit out of this pikeman, which is acceptable. Let's bombard his pikeman a lot. Oh, yeah, because of the... Oh, yeah, he's not standing on a mountain. Alright, fair enough. Just shoot the warrior, then. This guy, move up. Can the catapult stay here? It's not gonna get killed by a warrior in a single hit. It'll take a pretty big hit, but also it's already in my territory, so fortifying it to heal is not gonna take very long. So that might actually be worth it if it gets the warrior to split focus and not all attack the pikemen. I could swap the pikemen with the swordsman also, just to have a unit that's less at risk of dying. Definitely shouldn't attack anything other than maybe the composite, but there's not much reason to attack the composite. If he attacks the warrior, he'll die next turn. Yeah, so we either just fortify him and hope they can't deal 67 damage between all of them, or we swap him with the swordsman. I think... Let's see. Set up for ranged attack. Oh, I can take a pretty decent chunk off the composite. Yeah, we'll do that. And then... I think he can live if he gets 10 hit points back from being fortified. I think he'll have like 3 HP left, unless I get unlucky. I guess we'll see. Set up for ranged attack. Great General, hang out there. Okay, let's find out if I'm right. No! Rome built Machu Picchu! Yeah, that's fine, Harold. Go ahead. Oh, Darius is the first to enter the Renaissance era. And he's only on 24 techs, so he must have beelined for something that's Renaissance era. Content. Yeah, I mean, I could reload. But I was only a couple turns into working on it, so it's not like the worst thing that could have happened. We'll just build an ironworks. We'll get that before we have any more cities. Because that needs a workshop in every city for you to build it. Let's see. Yeah, we probably want our spy in either Persepolis or in Copenhagen. How many techs? Denmark has 28. Yeah, Darius has fewer techs. He just broke into Renaissance first on one of these, I guess. So I think we'll go for Copenhagen. See if he has stuff that's worth... Oh, then again, I'm supposed to be friends with him. If he catches me spying and stealing his shit, he's not going to be happy. But I'm not going to be friends with him forever, right? Probably. Eh. Hard to say. Yeah, because if I put the spy in Persepolis and he takes too long to steal the tech, I might conquer Persepolis before he steals the tech, which will waste that. Okay, we'll try putting him in Copenhagen. And this guy did in fact live on 10 HP, so that's nice. Let's see. Shoot man. Let's see. Shoot man. Nice. EED dead. Shoot man. Ah, lives on 4 health. Okay. Shoot man. Can my swordsman actually... No. No, not quite. So I am gonna need to swap him out this turn. Actually... that might not even be enough. The downside... Oh, actually, never... No, he's totally fine. I just have to use this to heal, which I'm fine with doing. And now there should be no problem. Yeah, he can just stay fortified. Probably. Let's... Yeah, I don't really care about this scout. So I guess let's just... try and finish this warrior. Or we can't, because... Right, yeah, okay, alright. Well, we shoot the scout with that guy, then. And now... I could do that. Put the pikemen over the scout, and then move the swordsman here. Or I can hit the pikeman, and then probably finish it with the swordsman. Let's see how that goes. Okay. Lovely. Great General, yeah, I guess I do want him across the river. Okay, repair this camp. This Great General hangs out. Alright. We got education. I don't think we really need acoustics right now. Machinery and, get me... Yeah. I may need Trebuchet to be able to take Persepolis. And these guys are still in my territory, so I can upgrade them without having to, like, reverse them all the way back. I can upgrade this guy, too. Yeah. Little bit of bombardment on my swordsman. Okay. He had a secret pikeman. Oh, shit. I did not think that was going to be possible. So I got a little ahead of myself. Do I want to reload for that? Yeah, I think I'll be a bitch. I'll cheater, bow beater. Never expect the secret pikeman. Okay, so everything else, we're gonna do the same. We're just going to not go ham rushing in with the swordsman. Instead, we'll just leave the pikeman here. Let him fortify. Do. Oh, he's going for it. Okay, let's see. Darn, that warrior's looking to... He's fixin' to get away. But can he? I'm not so sure. Let's... If I finish off this scout... I can... freely move this guy within this area. I could hit the warrior, or I could finish off the composite bowman, but it looks like I can already do that with this catapult, so I think we'll do that. Get that guy out of here. This composite bowman can go... oh, no, that warrior's on a hill. I can't attack him from 2 tiles away unless I'm also on a hill. Darn. Oh, alright. Then we can move the bowman here. And oh, I can. Why am I allowed to make that attack? I guess that only is for terrain in the way, not because he's on a hill. Yeah, if the hill were here, I wouldn't be able to do that. Okay, yeah. Finish off the warrior. Let's see. You here. You here. Yeah, set up for ranged attack and bombard this guy. I guess the pikeman just stays here fortified. With the composite bowman dead, he's not really in much danger. Those pikemen... Do I want to move the swordsman here? I guess so, because I'd rather if the place the enemies could move was open ground. And I have the river either way, but this also makes it so that I'm on elevated terrain. Yeah, we'll do that. Move the swordsman here. Great General can be here. Pikeman, I guess just stay here because I want to keep him fortified so he can keep healing. Alright, we built the barracks over here. I could build an inaugural crossbowman. Either that or probably just a market. I'm actually getting decent gold, which is nice. Yeah, I did lose a composite bowman a while back. We'll replace it with a crossbowman. And this general will stay where he is. And this general will also stay where he is. Bada bingo, bada bango. He has repaired the camp. Lovely. Ooh, a surprise knight to go with his surprise pikeman. 2 surprise knights? Well, shit, dog. Consider my jimmies rustled. fucked off, though, for some reason. He broke my front line and then got spooked. Okay. Well, that means I do want that crossbowman, and I'm probably going to want a replacement pikeman here. Which I think I'm just going to do now, because he's got 2 knights, suddenly, that need to be dealt with. Darius sandbagging on me. Holding his most behorsed troops in reserve. And I need to watch the fuck out with these catapults now. Yeah, I need to control this tile to stop the knights from rampaging past. So, let's hit that guy. And how much do you have left? 9? Okay, please die. Lovely. Swordsman needs to move in here to block that off. This worker, yeah, let's repair my shit over here. Great General. Yeah, he's okay. And yeah, we just gang up on this knight big time. My composite bowmen are going to take quite a slapping from this healthier knight in all likelihood. He'll probably come around here and punch me in the nuts. I can upgrade this guy to a crossbowman, though. So that's nice. Yeah, 1 more pikeman, 1 more crossbowman. I get these upgraded to trebuchets, and that will probably be enough. Damn, outright destroyed by that knight. That is more damage than I thought I would take. I'm still a little worried. I'm still, like, nervous about Denmark. Because he's still got military rumbling around in here, and Rome has guys sneaking around in here. I don't like it. I don't like it. Let's see. Yeah, I need my replacement guys in here as soon as possible. This pikeman's finally done healing, so he can Halo 3 hashtag finish the fight. Yeah, those knights are gonna be real bastards if I'm trying to set up around here. Is there any way I can kill this guy? I don't think so. Not this turn. Not without moving my composite into here. No, and even that frees up this square, which is nice and all, but that doesn't really solve the problem. No, I think what we do... we shoot. And... shoot that guy. Move up. Just fortify him. This guy... I'd like to get the damage this turn, but I think we swap him with the crossbowman so he can upgrade and also heal. My medic pikeman is on his way, which will be helpful as well. Oh. Yeah. Oh, fuck. I forgot. I have these specialist slots in my universities now that I 1,000,000% need to be working. So let's... This? Yeah. Yeah, that looks okay. That'll get me a great scientist way faster and a bunch more research. Okay, that looks good. And Istanbul also. Yeah, we don't need to work those. We don't need to put the red light on. And these guys finished university. Love to hear it. Let's build... Huh. I could actually just build Oxford University here. I was assuming I was going to build it in Marrakesh. Nah, Marrakesh has the National College, so it is a little bit better there because it gives a flat +3 science. But, I'm like a little... I'm kind of bottlenecked on building stuff in Marrakesh because I want Ironworks, I want Heroic Epic. They're close to the front, so they're the ones building pikemen right now, so I might just build this here for convenience. Yeah, I think I will, actually. Let's build Oxford University there. Actually, wait. Do I have a good free tech to take? Don't want to fuck myself the way I did with that free social policy that I had to just put into something I didn't even want. What would I get right now? Stacks, astronomy, just getting gunpowder. I would need physics and steel. That's 7 turns. Okay, yeah, that works. That works. I can get gunpowder as my free tech. Okay. Yeah, just set up ranged attack there. Wait. Okay. Yeah, I don't like this Roman pikeman and trebuchet. Not even a little bit. It looks like that knight has offered himself up as a sacrifice. Ah. Oh, against another civilization. Oh, against Darius. You don't say. Oh no. Whatever will we do? Actually, if he attacks Darius, he's probably going to attack Persepolis also, which means he might end up taking it, which would obviously be unacceptable. So that could get interesting, but, alright. Love to hear that he's building up for a sneak attack on not me. Never would have expected it. Okay. Okay. So. Let's upgrade you. There's another knight somewhere over here who's going to charge out of Fog of War and give me a good dicking down as soon as I actually move out into this open terrain near Persepolis. So I probably just shouldn't do that. I think what we want to do instead is let's finish off this knight. Let's actually just back this composite off so that I can get it back into my territory and upgrade it. We'll bring the pikemen up. If I say we'll bing the pikemen up, like we'll search it on Microsoft's noteworthy search engine, Bing, entirely possible. The catapults are already in my territory, and they need to stay there so I can upgrade them. And this longswordsman should just stay there and heal. I don't need to rush at Persepolis. Not if it's just gonna get me a bunch of extra grief from knights while I'm still waiting to upgrade units anyway in order to actually storm the city. But yeah, if I get 2 trebuchets, I get my crossbowmen, I get these couple of replacement guys in there, I should be okay, I think.
Measure what is measurable, and make measurable what is not so.
17 turns? Okay. That's not unreasonable. Copenhagen's potential is not as high as I would have hoped, but it is what it is. But the potential, incidentally, for those who haven't played this game, is basically it's based on the city's research output, and that determines how quickly you can steal techs from them. Usually capitals tend to have the most. Steel into gunpowder. Yeah. Yeah, if I can start churning out musketmen as my front line, that will be pretty good. Got that pikeman in there. You heal. You back up one. You go here, so people will heal faster. Yeah, swordsman's just gonna stay here for now to help protect the catapults. And this pikeman will give him, do you have rough terrain, or you have rough terrain? Okay, we'll actually give this guy open terrain bonus. And let's make some trebuchets. There we go. They've got, what, twice the attack of catapults? Something like that? Where are catapults again? Construction? No, that's composite bowman. Mathematics. Yeah, almost twice the attack of catapults. So 2 trebuchets should be able to get Persepolis down pretty quickly. Pretty quick.
Det er en fin aftale. Selv en simpel tigger vil...
Ugh, you want my money? Alright, but only because it gives you a strong positive diplomatic bonus for a long time. And I don't want to deal with your shit. Yeah, I mean, actually, it looks like Denmark just genuinely decided I'm a cool dude. Surprisingly. If he's not plotting to sneak attack me, then, yeah, no, it looks like he actually did just decide that, yeah, we cool now. He might turn on me later, but, it doesn't look like that's his plan at the moment. Rush this crossbowman over here. Probably most of my ranged units hit. Actually, I've got a mix already. What do you hit? Open. All right, then. Sure. We'll make you rough terrain also. This caravan was going to Almaty. We can actually send this to Copenhagen now. That's more money. Warriors Bond, you fought your allies. Yeah, that might have some. I honestly don't. I'm not super familiar with the different nuances of AI personalities in this game. I know warmongering guys sometimes genuinely do like you if you're also a warmonger, even though the game is mostly designed to make that not be the case. So maybe he just respects me now because I have an actual military, and before he was like, I can pick on this motherfucker. Okay. We've got our extra military units. We should be good there now. Yeah, now we can build this market. Let's get Mo money. Mo money so as to prevent Mo problems. Don't like this. Don't like these guys. They covet lands that I currently own. Don't like that shit one bit. Oh, I'm also back to 0 net happiness, which is not great because these whales are gonna go away as soon as my relationship with these guys sinks low enough that we are not allied. They coveting your lands? Yeah, AI pretty much always covets your lands if you're anywhere near them. I'm gonna need... Yeah, I either need to get some money together so I can bribe these guys to remain my allies, or I'm gonna need to prioritize building more coliseums. Good old player bias. Well, no, they covet each other's lands, too. It's kind of just... It's like an inherent penalty for border tensions, basically, or if the AI had designs on expanding to a place and you settled kind of close to it, they naturally are like, don't like that. Oh, can't upgrade him because Denmark took my fucking money. Ugh. Even as my ally, this guy is always causing problems. Alright. Let's get this pikeman. Let's get him going. Girl, you've really got me now. You've got me so I don't know where I'm going. Etc. This swordsman is probably... I'm gonna want to upgrade him eventually, but... I don't think I'm gonna have the time to do that immediately. Do we move in? Like now I don't have enough money to upgrade this composite. Or the swordsman is waiting on this anyway. So to be fair, you coveted the Ottomans' lands and look at what happened to them. You're correct. No, yeah, the Ottomans were pretty much directly on the receiving end of that diplomatic modifier from me. You are correct. Okay, we're gonna move this pikeman up. I think we make our move. This Roman scout is in a terrible place, and I hate him. Because I want to move my trebuchet there right now. But... yeah, I know he's still got he's got a knight hanging around back here somewhere. He probably has at least one unit that I don't know about. But I've got my trebs. I've got 2 crossbows and 2 melees and an extra ranged unit. Like, barring unforeseen bullshit, I think I can do this. Make a save here. What's my approach vector? I want to get my trebuchets here and then move them up along with my others. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go in with my melees first, even though it's not great because I need to draw out that knight or else it can pretty much just one-shot my trebuchets. Or I need to put the swordsman here and like the, yeah. What actual part of the world is this landmass, by the way? I don't really know because I haven't explored beyond this continent. But yeah, my theory based on the available data is that this is a 2 continents map. So this is one major continent, and there's a little bit here that I haven't seen, and then in some direction, most likely here-ish, there is a second continent that only had 3 civs, and 2 of them have been murdered by the third, which is Shaka Zulu. Oh wait, this is 1-to-1. Yeah. No, this is just a. You can actually do. There's a map type in this that is deliberately arranged land masses to simulate actual Earth. TVT Trebuchet v Trebuchet. Yeah. About to see some hot Treb on Treb action, I think. I need this scout to be out of the way. He needs to just go anywhere other than where he is right now, and I can actually move up a little. But we'll wait this turn for that. Yeah, wait. I can't upgrade this guy right now in the end, so I guess we do just bring him back forward. He's just gonna have to stay a composite bowman for now. You fortify here. Maybe that'll draw out the knight. Probably not, though. Okay. Yeah. Actually, I could kind of shift around this way so that I'm kind of body blocking Denmark from being able to, like, sneakily get in and steal the city out from under me, which would be very funny. I doubt the AI is specifically intending to do that, but that might end up happening. Ah, okay. Very nice, very nice. He's just gonna bring his guys to me and fight me away from his city, like a cunning strategist. And I got another crossbowman from these guys, so I'm definitely set. Unless his city is unexpectedly hits way harder or has way more health than I'm foreseeing, this should be fine. Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Ooh. I'm a little unhappy. I'm a little unhappy. Don't want to see that. I've already got a Coliseum there. I can only build one more. What's the sequel to Coliseum? Opera House is the culture building. Zoo, right? Yeah, okay. So printing press gets me another happiness building I can make. Battle Revolution, yeah. It's actually XD Gale of Darkness. Fucking fun. Okay, I think I can kill this knight almost entirely with these ranged attacks. So let's just ba-bow. And ba-bow. And yes, that should be enough. Okay, lovely. Oh, crossbows are so good. The Chinese have one of the best unique units in the game, which is a crossbow replacement that's exactly the same as the regular crossbow, but it just gets to ranged attack twice. So if it doesn't have to move, it can just absolutely delete guys. Now I can move this pikeman up, which I think I will do. Repeater crossbow, yep. Scary motherfucker, they're the Chukonus. We just fortify you. Okay, yeah. All is nearly in readiness. Yeah, I think that that is also a unit in Age of Empires 2. that maybe is China specific. I don't remember for sure. But I know I've seen Chukonu as a, like, special thing for the Chinese or Chinese equivalent faction in at least one other game. Okay, yeah, so next turn, assuming we can clear this pikeman out of the way, I think we do actually move in on Persepolis, or I move the trebuchets one closer, and then the turn after that is when we go hard in the paint. I'm about even with Rome. I'm still behind Denmark in score, but that's mostly because he's built a shit ton of wonders, which give you a bunch of extra points, and aren't necessarily reflective of your total production capacity or power. Great scientist. I do love to see it. Well-known 11th century Moroccan scientist, Alan Turing. Yeah, we'll probably be using him after we get our free tech off of Oxford, which will be gunpowder. We'll probably use him to get, I don't know, printing press, maybe? Or we'll wait until we get compass and use him to get astronomy so that I can, does astronomy have to be next to or just within 2 tiles? Next to a mountain. Oh, okay, I can't actually build any observatories. Lame. But oh well. That'll get me embarkation, though, so I can finally go and look at what's going on the other continent, which would be very nice. We got our ironworks. Now, right, I put off barracks for a second. Yeah, let's do national epic here for the great person generation. I don't think we need any more military units to close out this particular little conquest. Actually, going in with already 1 unhappiness is not ideal. People are gonna be mighty upset. The bottom city should count as next to a mountain with a natural wonder. Oh! Huh. You know, you might be right. I've never tested that before. I don't play Spain or anything, so I'm rarely settling next to natural wonders. But, yeah, I mean, qualitatively, it is a mountain. Whether it counts as a mountain for the game's purposes, I don't know for sure, but it seems like that might be a thing. Composite. Crossbow. Do I need to swap? Do you prefer playing harder AIs or actual people for a challenge? AIs. I play strategy games very, very slow. And so playing against people, which typically means, different civs have had different means of doing multiplayer, but the one that I've played before was simultaneous turns, and it was capped at something like, I don't know, 3 minutes a turn, and that is about 5 times faster than I enjoy playing, and so it was just a non-stop stress fest for me, and I dropped out pretty quickly. I can't handle being on a clock for a game like this. Too much of my satisfaction comes from being meticulous and trying to min-max little things. That's the way I enjoy playing, and so the game becomes massively less fun for me if I have to play on someone else's pace. And likewise, I don't like holding other people up by making them play at my very, very slow pace. Okay, let's move the trebuchets up. I think we've killed the knight that we knew about, so there's nothing left that we know we still have to clear from his military. Which doesn't mean there isn't anything, but now I'm less concerned about having the trebuchets up at the front. So next turn, we move into range of Persepolis, and we start doing things. As for playing against harder AIs, this is my first time playing on Emperor. It started pretty fraught. I've been drawn into an endless cycle of war by one decision made early. So it's spicy. Fair and pretty similar for these types of games, unless it's specifically meant to be played with multiple people like Risk. Yeah. Yeah, for board games, like, playing around a table, I'm generally a bit faster, but for whatever reason, if you sit me in front of a computer with any game that has a large number of decisions, I have only one speed I can play at, which is the slowest you've ever seen. Ah, he's willing to give me a city, but not the one I want. Oh, okay, he did have a surprise pikeman left. I hope this doesn't just kill me. Okay. Alright, that wasn't that bad.
John Henry said to his captain, "A man ain't nothing but a man. And before I'll let your steam drill beat me down, I'll die with a hammer in my hand."
I guess it's because this is called, you know, the Ballad of John Henry, the Steel Driving Man, but I've always felt that quote makes more sense for something in the industrial era, like industrialization, or whatever, because it's talking about a steam drill, which is not something they would have invented when they invented steel. But, you know, it's whatever. Okay, we got Oxford University in 3. Yeah. We've got Oxford University in 3. So we'll use that for gunpowder. I think I'm gonna go and get Compass into astronomy so I can actually explore beyond this continent. It's rough out here, taking policies before having Renaissance era. I could actually try and fill out patronage. I don't know how much that's gonna avail me. How is the rest of commerce? That's very good. It is at the end of the tree, but... that's pretty good, too. Yeah, okay. Well, Mercenary Army doesn't do much on its own. I don't think I'm going to be buying a lot of lands next, but... how much do they cost? 220. And they have 16 strength. Okay, so they're pikemen who can pillage for free. Steals gold when attacking a city. Okay. That's... I don't think I'm really going to be using those if I'm about to get gunpowder. Alas. But, whatever. This leads to nice stuff later. I've never gone full commerce tree before, so we'll try it out. Ooh, he built Hagia Sophia. That's, you know, I love that for him. You do it, man. Do I just push in anyway, or do I stop and kill this guy and then move in next turn? I guess I just stop and kill this guy, because there's no real reason to go an extra turn and let him get a free hit on me, possibly 2 if he's got a ranged unit sitting on that city. Also, this cross... yeah, okay. Yeah, shoot you. I don't think I'm gonna back this trebuchet off to heal it. I think I'm just gonna fortify it here this turn, and then we're gonna bombard this guy. Okay. Yeah. Get a little health back, and we'll go in next turn now that that pikeman is out. And there's no sign of him having any other units to go with it. Oh, I can actually upgrade this guy now, but I think I'm gonna save the money because I don't know how much that upgrade's gonna matter for this. I just want to heal him, and I guess let's do this. Let's get that crossbowman a little closer to the action. Yeah, and we wait 1 turn. Let's quick save just in case. There's another surprise knight. No, doesn't look like it. In fact, there's a caravan I can steal. Lovely. Still don't like these Romans hanging out over here. But okay. There were no more surprise guys. Also, it looks like Denmark might be mobilizing now. He's got these pikemen standing out here, so yeah, it's go time. Let's see if I can take this city, and that will be a good place to end the session. Istanbul. Istanbul. There is not a lot I really care about building there right now. I would love to build something that gives me happiness, but there is nothing I can do that does that. I guess I can just build a forge? +1. Oh, actually, I've got 2 sources of iron. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. Okay. Okay. So. Here we have the earth. Damn, that is a sweet earth, you might say. Wrong. Alright. We're gonna move you here. We are gonna move you here. Okay, there's a composite bowman on the city. I would prefer if it weren't a ranged unit, but it was always likely to be a ranged unit. Let's plunder this trade route. Where is this going? So Denmark will also be unhappy. I don't know, man. That's a lot of gold. Let's just take the 100 gold. I'm gonna assume that's a relatively minor malice. I don't know. Crossbowmen moving in. Oh, that actually doesn't take an action. Oh, okay, neat. I guess they can't ranged attack from there because that's flat terrain, right? Yeah, okay. So, let's see, crossbowmen. Crossbowmen. Crossbowman. Schwartzman. Yeah, I guess we'll go... I mean, I guess we'll just... move it here. These guys will move in. This guy is going to have to shuffle off to the side a little. Great General. Yeah, crossbow. Crossbow, composite bowman, Great General. Everyone's in range of at least one of the Great Generals, so that looks about right to me. And now we see how much damage his shit can do, and what he chooses to target. The Ottomans made it pretty easy on us by not going for my siege weapons. But these guys are a little smarter, it would appear. Okay, they didn't manage to kill it. Oh, secret pikemen, what are you doing over there? Well, I guess they have another city over there. That makes sense. Alright, well, let's see how much damage my trebs do. Okay. Yeah, that's not bad. It's not bad if I've got 2 a turn, but this pikeman is going to try and make that not happen. Let's see. I guess I just back this trebuchet off then. Yeah, let's swap it with this pikeman. Can I not? Can it not just move through? Okay, I guess I have to do this then. I thought I could go do the swappy by having both of them move through this flat. Oh, it's because there's a river there, isn't there? Yeah, okay, so the pikeman can't move too that way. All right, fair enough. Yeah, I guess we just move this here then. Let's see. This guy, however, can go in if I want him. Let's bring the swordsman in. But this guy here, he'll be able to attack it then afterward. Let's go you all the way in. Oh, there's a secret composite bowman too. That's not great. That's not great. I think I'll still be okay for taking the city, but I'm gonna take more damage than I would have liked. Let's see. Yeah, swap with the pikeman. I don't actually need a melee unit in range until the city is pretty much dead. Yeah, bring the pikeman around. Let's see. Great General. Swordsman. That pikeman is just gonna have to chill for this turn. Swap with the trebuchet next turn. Do I have chivalry yet? No. Okay. Still can't build Casbah. So... I guess I'll bring this worker along. Assuming I do take this city, okay. That scout could have... Yeah, but he would have still been over here with 1 hit point until I was finished with my Denmark war. I don't know if he'd even be back by now and able to scout this area. But you're correct. There is a reason you tend not to lead with siege weapons. Oh, I do want that. Yeah, okay. I just plundered 2 trade routes, so I have a good amount of extra money I can spend on the upgrades. No! He had a road! Alright. RIP 1 trebuchet. Okay, now he's attacking the swordsman, though. That guy's attacking the trebuchet. I'm surprised he's splitting his fire. Okay, let's see. Free tech, gunpowder.
In the country of the blind, the one-eyed man is king.
The Renaissance. Renaissance. Okay. So I need to turn on this pikeman. His composite bowman left for some reason instead of joining this fight. Yeah. Taking the pikeman will be worth more than just dealing extra hits to the city this turn because it preserves health on my trebuchet. Ugh, he's gonna live with like 1 health. What a bitch. Hate this guy. This guy stinks! I tell you what then. Maybe I... He left the composite oven on. I guess so. Alright. We'll back the trebuchet up to here. I'm gonna bring this pikeman over. He's still in a golden age? Persia gets a bonus military strength during golden ages. It's a pretty nice one. And apparently he's been in a golden age like this entire war, because he was in one when we started, and he's still in one now, all these turns later. And I guess we just fortify here. That's my healing pikeman over there. My lord, your critters are under attack! The critters are under attack! Okay. Barracks, so that we have all the barracks and I can build the, Big Boy Johnson. Actually, I might not be able to finish it before I take Persepolis, and if that doesn't have a barracks, I will then not be allowed to build it anymore. But we'll do our best. In the circumstances, I think I probably just heal this guy. And fortify him. Yeah. And that guy sits there. Yeah, okay. This all works out. Yeah, worker. Where is my American civilization? That's just random New York City goon. It's in the game. It's called America. You don't think George Washington sounded like this? You didn't know George Washington, my friend. Oh, the little scout that could. He's back. You give up, or are you thirsty for more?
We stand, as in what direction we are moving.
Okay, so we got that. Do I use my great scientist now for astronomy? I'm not gonna, like, well, no, I guess I might actually immediately build a naval unit to start looking for the other continent. It's pretty important that I find out what the fuck's going on over there. What else would I use it for? Banking is not bad, I guess. I do actually have some gold cities. Printing press, maybe. I do need zoos to make up the happiness deficit. Yeah, maybe I'll use it on printing press. So I'll get chivalry. I also... Compass gives me a trade route, so I should build another caravan. Yeah, we'll just build that here. Food to Marrakesh, maybe? It can't really expand any further if I don't do that one. Alternative, I do money. I haven't spec'd any of my cities for trade routes that make money, though. I need to do that. That's like what you play Morocco for. That's what their unique thing does. I should probably... I have markets, I guess, so I'm getting a little bit off of that. Yeah, okay. We're gonna stick with this for now. But I will probably shift those over time. Worker came up here to build farm, right? I think. Okay. So... he's smart enough to target my trebuchet, which the Ottomans never were. Losing one to the secret units was a significant blow, unfortunately. But let's see. I still have many modest ranged attacks per turn, so I think I'm still okay. Let's Let's get this scout out of the way. There's the... As far as I know, like, the last unit he has that I'm aware of, that I've seen. Okay. Yeah, we'll focus fire Persepolis now. And I'll try and bring the trebuchet back in. And see if I can get any more licks with that. Get to the center of his Tootsie Roll pop. I do need zoos, Aram 2024. I mean... Have I lied? Have I said anything that's not factually true? My happiness is gonna explode if I don't bribe these guys to continue being friends with me. That's probably what I'm gonna need to spend gold on next. I can't lose those whales. The UK be like... Yeah, you heal for 1 turn here, and then we'll bring you in. I can't gacha games be like... Correct. Okay. Yeah. Build that pasture. Oh, that's not even in range of me. Why the fuck did I build that? I just saw sheep in my territory and was like, duh! Yeah, I'm never gonna get that sugar before the Romans do. Alright, well, that was a bit of a waste. But it's okay. It looks like in the end you don't need trebuchets if you have enough crossbowmen. Everything just works out fine. I lost a Pikmin. No. That was my favorite franchise. Okay. Annoyingly, that was my healing pikeman. So that does suck a little. But every turn he attacks a melee unit is a turn he's not relieving this constant stream of damage from all my ranged units, so it's not the biggest deal. Yeah, I don't even need to bring the trebuchet in. I easily have this next turn with just my crossbowmen. I might just leave this here. Like, I guess I can bring it in to try and spook him, but it might actually die to his composite bowman over here if I'm not careful. Yeah, I think I'm just straight up gonna leave that guy there as a decoy target. Everyone else just hangs out. Yeah, this looks fine, and I'm so cocky, I'm gonna start bringing my workers nearer so that I can, start fiddling around with the tiles here as soon as I have this city and building a road. Oh! That's what I need to do. Okay, I'm gonna need to send one of these workers back. I need to build a road there from Marrakesh. Swordsman. I do actually need to get a melee unit in there next turn, don't I? I should have thought of that this turn, because that swordsman is not well placed to do that, and this pikeman is dying. Alright. Okay. Go here. Okay, I made it to the Renaissance era a little bit ahead of Caesar, so it seems like I'm closing the gap on tech. And there goes the other pikeman, as expected. Ooh. Yeah, he's definitely just churning out units continuously from his other city there. An unidentified spy stole the secrets of machinery from Marrakesh. Well, that's not what I want to see. Alright, after I try and steal a tech from Copenhagen, I might actually have to move back onto my city to stay there. To block other people from stealing my shit. I just assumed it wasn't going to be an issue because I assumed I was going to be behind on tech pretty much the whole game. Ugh, and Rome's definitely about to attack me. There's no reason they'd have this shit over here if they weren't. Can I tell him
Quidvis.
to go away?
Continua.
No. Alright. Fuck you, asshole. Alright, let's... yeah, let's bombard the city. I'm actually gonna need an extra turn because I stupidly left my swordsman too far away to finish the attack. To Halo 3 finish the fight, as I said earlier. So what needs to happen here is I need, let's see, you move here. Yeah, you move here. And hit the city. You get in position to take it. And I guess these guys, yeah, you just shoot this long swordsman. One of these workers I'll move back. Ugh. Rome might be literally declaring war on me next turn. It's a bit frustrating. Tell you what, we're gonna put... How many hit points? 92. We're gonna put this trebuchet here, literally in the hopes that the city's like, oh, a trebuchet, I gotta kill that, so that it doesn't hit my swordsman, because if they both hit my swordsman, I don't know if my swordsman can even clear the city. He might not have enough health left, and I might get stuck not being able to actually attack the city, which would be a bit embarrassing. And this guy will go here, just to make sure these guys don't move in and do weird shit. Oh, jeez. I'm losing more units on this attack than I thought I was going to and hoped I would, because I didn't factor in the number of units that were going to be coming from the west. Okay, we have a golden age whenever we want. I'm gonna wait on that until I'm not depressed on happiness, I think. So you, sir, can just go to sleep. Caravan. Oh, this is my new one, right? Okay. Yeah. Marrakesh to Copenhagen. That's big bucks. Big dollar bill, baby. And now I can... Oh, I still have whales. Oh! These guys also give whales. Okay. That's good to know. Also, they want a trade route again, so I've got free rep with them as soon as I have one more free trade unit. That's great. Love that for you. And I'm about to have spices connected to my trade network again once I take this city, because this city has spices, so... Okay, okay, okay. We got some good looking stuff going. I think this guy might die. I am sad. Worker, yeah, you know what? Straight up just start building a road where you are right now. We'll build the road from the middle like an insane person. And you, sir, can build... Oh, you're not going to be able to finish Heroic Epic before I take the city, are you? What do you mean only one allowed? I know there's only one allowed per player. I'm only building it in one place. Fuck you. Wait. Oh. Oh, it went to a different... Okay. That's why. I got really confused for a second there. But yeah, that's going to reset when I take a new city. So let's actually just build an armory instead. How long is an average game of Civ 5? I mean, for me, 8 years. If you're it depends on the map size, number of civs, and what victory type you're going for, because the aggressive military-based victories just take linearly longer and longer to achieve the more opponents you have, whereas a science victory, cultural victory, diplomatic victory, Well, science victory really isn't affected at all by how many civs are in the game. Diplomatic and cultural victory are a little longer to achieve with more opponents, but not nearly to the same extent as just conquering the whole world. And there's different game speeds, so that's a hard question to answer in an aggregate that is a true average representing all cases. For me, I would say an average game is usually like 5 or 6 long-ish play sessions. I do think I play more slowly than most. Yeah, goodness, there's not a lot. I guess I've lost some units. I guess I should actually just build some replacement. Yeah, let's just build a crossbowman. And here, the market's not really worth anything. Do I just build 2 more military units? I could build trebuchet to replace... Yeah, 1 trebuchet is never really going to be useful. So maybe I'll just... Oh, no, I need the Colosseum. Now is my chance. Definitely, I need happiness increasing buildings. Please, sir, don't hit my swordsman. I need him. No, that's the one I asked you not to hit. He's still got health, though. Maybe it's okay. Yeah, it's probably okay, actually. Phew.
Whoso pulleth out the sword of this stone and anvil is rightwise king, born of all England.
Okay.
And two.
Goodbye. Goodbye indeed. Well, he's not getting deleted off the map with this. But... Okay. Yeah, I don't think it really matters which range... Oh, yeah, let's do it with the siege weapon, because that's not going to have anything else useful. Oh! No, it can't actually attack, because this fucking hill. You fucked me again. Okay, yeah, I do need... Oh, I don't know if I can do it. I think he's gonna die. Well, I don't actually know what happens if you have enough to, like, kill each other. Let's find out. If I can't do this because I don't have a melee unit, then actually the end of this session will be me leaving in a huff because I need to reload from a little while back and not lose my pikemen unnecessarily. Let's find out what happens. Well, I can see this now, so it looks like I did actually take the city. Okay, yeah. So first of all, what did I get to keep? University Bank Market Workshop. Not bad. And you get to keep the wonders. So, like, that's cool. Oh, 4 happiness from this is actually great. I forgot he had Chichen Itza sitting here. Oh, and I immediately get the luxuries. So, actually, never mind. I'm totally fine on happiness. That's really funny. I actually take it back. I'm not fine, but it's not the worst. We're gonna start by puppeting this. I still net 4 happiness off of that. And then it'll cost another 4 happiness to annex it properly and gain control of it. And this guy's just gonna keep running in place forever, I guess. That's fine. Okay. Let's pump this guy full of lead. Oh, he had a city up here I literally didn't know about the whole time. That's really funny. That's where the military was coming from, most of it. Me, when I'm content. I'm totally fine on happiness. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna fill this long swordsman full of holes. And then I think we're gonna call it there. It's been a decently long session because I started in the morning. I need to get some lunch. Also, I need to reset so that this stops. What are we researching? Yeah, printing press for zoos, I think. Or astronomy for this. Yeah, we'll figure it out. You know what? That's the cliffhanger. Wow, what will I research? What an exciting note to end off on. Yeah, how many turns did I play in the end? So I loaded turn 135. And I am now turn 173. So that entire session, I played 38 turns. Which is not very many for the amount of time I've been playing. In fairness, being at war makes the game, like, 5 times slower, because you're moving units every turn instead of just clicking next turn a whole bunch. But, yeah. We'll leave it there for now. And thanks everyone who came to watch, and I'll be continuing this later. Morocco is probably just going to be my stream game for a little while, and I might stream Arena tomorrow. I haven't decided. But if you want to see some Magic the Gathering, that's going to happen again before too long. And thanks everyone who came to hang out. I'll see you guys later. Have a good day. And also, I said it at the beginning, but I'll say it one more time right at the end. Happy Thanksgiving if you celebrated. All right, see you later.